So this video is all about Google Drive and how you can take advantage of it simply by having a Gmail account for free. Best price ever. Let the download begin. So if you're finding the channel for the first time, on this channel we do support videos that teach you not only how to use the devices you currently own, but how to troubleshoot some of the biggest issues those devices may have. If you enjoy videos like that, join our user support movement by hitting that subscribe button down below, sharing your thoughts, comments, and questions down below as well. And while you're at it, share out the video. You never know who it can help. Hit that bell for notification as well, because you want to know when we release a new video. Now, let's talk about Google Drive and how you could be taking advantage of this free cloud storage option. So let's kick it off by talking about what cloud storage is. The way you think of cloud storage is it's basically a hard drive in a server somewhere that Google's storing all your information securely, and that's very important. They're storing all your information, files, documents securely so you can have access to them on the go. Think of Google Drive the way you would think of iCloud or even a Dropbox. It's just one of those services offered by Google. The really cool thing about Google Drive is that you really don't need anything to set it up. You probably already have access to it. All you need is a Gmail account, and I think 99.9% of the world has a Gmail account. Even one that you don't use has access to the free version of Google Drive, and all you really have to do is go to a website, and that's drive.google.com. And when you go to the drive.google.com website, it's going to take you to My Drive, which is basically your Google Drive. It's where you can store anything that you would like to store in the Google Drive for access across multiple devices. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, because one of the biggest benefits of Google Drive is the ability to access anything you store in your Google Drive across just about any device that you're going to carry or own with you throughout the day. So if we take a look at the interface of Google Drive, you'll see that it's really simplistic and it's really simple to use. On the left side, you have the new button. And if you click on that new button, you can create folders, you can upload files, you can upload folders, and you can create Google Docs. So I want you to think of Google Docs like the Microsoft suite of products. So Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. Google has a version of those particular applications made by Google that you can access on the internet, and the Google Drive gives you full access to all those documents. So you can actually go in and start creating Word documents, Excel documents, I guess, if you want to create spreadsheet stuff. You can do presentations, and if you click on that More button, it gives you more applications that Google has to offer, like Google Forms and different things that you can do to create different kind of applications that store directly into your Google Drive. You know, you can use this for either school or small business or different projects that you're working on, and again, have access to those files no matter where you go, and have the ability to share those files with others. I'll show you how to do that later as well. The shared with me option, this is going to display anything that people have shared with you through their Google Drives will appear in this section. The recent section is going to show you any kind of updates or recent uploads that you have to your Google Drive. The starred section is really just your favorites. So if you wanted quick access to different files, you would star them and they would appear in this section. The trash is the trash. I don't think I need to explain that too much. And the backup section. In this backup section, you can actually back up different devices like Android phones or tablets for quick restores in case you're either moving to a new device or you're troubleshooting your old device, but you want to make sure you have a backup just in case things don't go the way they're supposed to. You can actually back that up directly there and restore directly from your Google Drive to your Android device. Now I'll go back to the trash bin. Maybe I do need to explain just a little bit. Once you delete items from your Google Drive, they go to your trash bin and they actually sit in your trash bin until you permanently delete them. So you can actually restore items that you've deleted. So if you accidentally delete a photo, it's not completely gone. It's sitting in your trash bin. You can go in your trash bin, similar to what you would do on a computer, and just restore that photo to its original location. But bear in mind that if you permanently delete anything from your trash bin, it is gone from your drive and you really can't recover it. You could probably reach out to Google Tech Support within a reasonable amount of time and they can try to help recover it for you. Just be careful what you're deleting and then permanently deleting from your Google Drive. That way you don't lose any information, data, or any kind of personal effects. So some of the really cool features that Google Drive has to offer, again, you can basically upload just about anything as long as you have the space in Google Drive to upload it, and you can create folders folders, files, and documents. You can share those with different people across multiple devices. So the features of it is really just accessibility is probably its biggest feature. I think a lot of people go to Apple because of Apple's accessible ecosystem. Google tries to imitate this as best as it can. It's probably not doing it as well as Apple, but for Android users looking for that accessibility with their files and different pictures and videos, this can be a really good option for you because Android kind of works with Google, so that Google Drive can span across your different Android devices, and you can kind of mimic that accessibility that Apple users have grown so accustomed to and Apple does so well. Now, speaking of sharing files, there's actually really two ways you can share files that are uploaded to your Google Drive. By right-clicking on the file itself, you have two share options. You can share it via email, and what that does is it really just sends that file link via email, and somebody opens that email, they have access to see that file via that email you sent, or you can share it via a shared link. So that way you're not sending the actual file share in an email, you're sending just a link so someone can click on that and it becomes an active page where they can view the content that you're sharing with them. Now, as I said, Google Drive is really compatible across multiple devices. You'll find it on Android, iOS, Mac OS, Windows, any kind of device that you can think of that can access the internet, because it's a web-based system, can access Google Drive. But the really cool thing that they've done for like Mac OS and Windows computers is you can download their sync tool. And what their sync tool does is just basically creates a folder on your computer that you can drag items into, and those items automatically sync back up to your Google Drive on the internet. And then you can gain access to those items across the devices that you have. So on your iPhone, you can actually download a Google Drive application, and that gives you access to store things from your iPhone into that app and access things that have already been stored into that app as well. You can do the same on Android, and this sync folder basically acts as that on your laptop and on your tablet. So now, as I said in the beginning, you do have 15 gigabytes free worth of access for Google Drive. So that's out of the box, no payment needed. As soon as you have a Google account, they give you 15 gigs of free space. I actually currently just have the free account, and I use the 15 gigs to upload some videos that I need access to when I'm doing different shootings. So it does come in handy, and I can tell you that 15 gigs is a lot of space that you can get for free, but you also have the ability to upgrade your storage, and the cost is actually pretty good. So if you run down the cost price, you're looking at 100 gigs for about $2, 200 gigs for about $3, and when you get into the terabytes, the prices get a little higher. You have 2 terabytes for $10, 10 terabytes for $100, 20 terabytes for $200, and 30 terabytes for $300. So you can see that they run the gambit space-wise, and you can go from a lot of space to a little space. Getting 100 gigs for $2 is definitely not going to break the bank month to month, and you can store a lot of information and alleviate a lot of space on the different devices that you have. I know countless of people run out of spaces on your cell phones, on your tablets, or on their computers because you're storing so much information. This gives you the ability to store it elsewhere, alleviating the space on your computers and your devices, but still having the ability to gain access to your things no matter where you go, as long as you have an internet connection. And bear in mind that anything that's stored in your Google Drive can also be downloaded locally to any of the devices that you have. So if you do feel like you're not going to have internet connection, but you want access to your documents, you just download it while you still have internet connection, and it'll be stored on your device. And once you make your modifications, you could just upload it back when you have internet connection again. So it's really comes in handy, and it's really multifaceted in the things that you can do with it. And you can actually make yourself extremely productive as long as you use it right. So if you guys have any questions at all about Google Drive, go ahead and share those in the comment section below this video. And while you're at it, go ahead and share the video out, because you never know who it can help. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and join our user support movement by hitting that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell for notification. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and until next time, peace.